If you are a senior and you are looking to strengthen your core, well then stick around. So today we are addressing core exercises. Now, why is core important? Well, first of all, it improves your balance, it improves your posture, and it also improves your mobility. We need good core strength to actually move us through these difficult positions, like getting up out of bed, picking up something up off the floor, standing on one leg when you're putting on your pants. All these things depend on good core stability. If you don't know who I am, my name is Marius Visser. I'm a biokineticist at the Namibian Oncology Center. And today I'm going to show you 3 core exercises that you can incorporate into your already strength training routine. So in today's exercises, I'm going to show you 3 very forgotten exercises that seniors must do. So the first one, we're going to kick it off with a normal plank, which we call a prone plank, where we lie on our stomachs. So to get into our first position, I want your elbows to be directly under your shoulders with your hands, palms down, placing a light gentle on the mat. Now you'll feel that if you're in this position, you might feel a little bit of pulling in the lower back. That's okay. We're going to be addressing that now. So what I want you to do now is, without you lifting anything off the floor, I want you to just push gently away through your elbows into your shoulders. You can see there's a little bit of movement. If I relax my shoulder blades, I can almost get my head towards the floor. Now what I want you to do is I want you to press away through your shoulders and maintain that position. The second one I want you to do is pull that belly button in tight, and I want you to tilt your pelvis backwards as if you are rounding your lower back or flattening your lower back the other way, making your stomach hollow. Once you're in that position, you hold. Also maintain your breathing. It's very important not to hold your breath when you pull the belly button in. So when you've got those 2 things where you're pressing with the elbows and you're pulling the belly button in, now you are going to lift your hips off the floor, leaving your knees behind, and just gently touching with your feet on the floor, and we just hold for 10 seconds. And you feel your muscles of your trunk working, muscles of my shoulder working because I'm pushing through, and then the muscles of my stomach also working. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So this is the modified floor planks, very basic floor plank, which you can do for 2 to 3 sets, anything from 10 seconds. Some people can make it up to a minute. But once you get to that minute mark and you feel it's a lot easier, then you can start using your toes and straighten out completely, but still with the same rules where you're pressing through your shoulders, belly button in, and hold. Now from this position, you must make sure that you do not change the position of your pelvis and hollow your lower back out like that. I want you to tilt all the way in. And then we just hold another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. And we come up. And that is our first plank exercise. So the first one is a modified plank, making sure that the elbows are on the floor, pushing through the shoulder blades, making yourself, which we call in gymnastics, a hollow body, where we tilt the pelvis posteriorly or backwards, pulling in that belly button and pushing yourself through the floor, lifting the hips and maintaining that position from anything from 10 seconds to a minute. If that becomes too easy, we move on to the second one, which is a full plank. Contact points are only the elbows, forearms, and the toes, with everything in between still follow the same principles of a hollow body, stabilized lower back, and a tight core. Now we're going to move on to our second one, and that is called a bird dog. So this core exercise is designed to create this anti-rotational stability. So when we walk, we have this upper body and lower body rotating against each other. And sometimes if that's weak, it can cause problems in the lower back, hips, neck, shoulders. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to show you how this plank works. It's very easy. We're going to be standing in a 4-point position with our knees directly under our hips and our wrists directly under our shoulders. Now, if you do have wrist problems, you can do it on your fists as well, like that, with a closed hand. So from there, we are going to extend one leg and one arm of the opposite. So we're going to move out and straighten out completely. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back. Now it's important to note that once you move your knee back or your leg back, you don't want to shift your body weight over to the opposite leg, because that would be cheating. Your core will not work or switch on. So what you need to try and do is create this reciprocal opposite tension between the hand that's on the ground and the knee that's on the back. Create the forces between those two to completely stay in the center line without shifting your body out of position. That is the actual key to this exercise. And also maintaining complete control of that belly button and lumbar spine during the transition. So when you're changing legs and hand, when you place your leg and hand down, don't relax. Keep the tension, nothing must change. So I'm going out, hold for 5 seconds. As I'm coming back, I'm doing it nice and controlled, nothing changes in the midsection. Putting down, shifting sides, and again repeat, and come back. And we do this 5 times on each side. Again, 2 to 3 sets. Making sure belly button's tight. You feel the glutes working, the shoulders, all the core muscles switch on. Very good for spinal reflexes. That means that your spine knows how to control itself during these unilateral movements. And relax. So the last exercise, it is a side plank. And from there we get into our side lying position, like this. And almost making sure that your shoulder is above your elbow again. Your chest is up and your knees are not too bent, or your hips are not too flexed. You want your knees to be approximately in the same line as your shoulders. And then from there, belly button in, again, hand flat. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna pivot off the knees, making sure that they're not too straight. Bend them all the way back so that they are parallel to the floor. And from there, we lift up and we hold. And again, we're gonna hold for anything from 10 seconds to a full minute. That's up to you, depending on how strong your core has become. And last 5, keeping it nice and tight. Nice tall spine, always making sure that your spine is nice and straight. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And we switch over to the other side. And again, making sure that your elbow is directly under your shoulder, that you don't feel any shoulder pain or strain on the elbow. Your head is in a neutral position. You do not change your position of your head. You stay in that position, lift up the hips, and that's all we do, is we stay in that position and we hold. Okay, nice deep breath in while keeping it tight. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And again, like the first prone plank, you can make it a bit harder by extending your legs completely straight. And again, nothing changes. Chest up, belly button in. Breathe out as we lift, pushing your elbow into the floor and holding this position. Also, again, for another 10 seconds to 30 seconds or a minute as you become stronger over time. And 5, 4, 3, nice tall spine, 2, 1, and relax. So there we go. We can do these 3 exercises exactly like I've shown them in a row, starting with the prone plank or the modified plank, moving into the bird dog, and then moving into the side plank. Repeat those 2 to 3 sets of 10 seconds to 1 minute, and you will have a strong core in 6 weeks. If you like this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below and tell me how your core exercises are going. See you next time.